All right, I am glad you stopped by. What is up, my friends? What is up, my chili pups? This place looks like Quartzsite. What? I am in the metropolis of Quartzsite. Hey, does anybody need a free tarp? I just bought it today. It's 8 by 10, but it's not going to work for my awning. It's too big, so I'm going to have to keep using the 6 by 8. So yeah, I am in the great metropolis of Quartzsite. I just arrived today. I went to Parker this morning. Went to the Walmart. Hey, have you ever been at a Walmart when they lost electricity, when they lost power? It is insane. I was at the checkout, the self-checkout, scanning my items. I had one item left and the power goes out. And the guy that, he hangs around the self-checkout things, he works at Walmart, and he told everybody, he said, hey, just wait 15 minutes, it'll reset, you'll have to start scanning your items again, but it'll all be good. Well, the two ladies at the checkout next to me lost their freaking minds. You would think that they had never been through a power outage before. And it was funny because both of them were like over 70 years old. You would expect young people to freak out and act this way. But here they were, two older ladies just going nuts. This is so inconvenient. This is ruining my day. It was insane. And they gave the guy that worked there such a hard time. Like he controls the storms. It was a storm that had come through and knocked the power out, but it was only out for like 2 seconds. It only took 15 minutes for all the registers to reset. Everything was good. So the tarp thing, I tried it just a minute ago. It's just too big. It's not going to work for what I need out here. The 6 by 8 tarp just works way better. Checked the solar panels. Oh, that heavy rain just cleaned them off. It was a monsoon-like rain in Parker. The streets were flooded. It was like a foot of water in the streets around there. But the Matty Wagon got a free wash, and that's pretty much the only way it ever gets washed. but man, those ladies at the Walmart, that was just so unnecessary. They went from sweet little old ladies to vicious in the flip of a switch. I can't believe they scolded that guy. Went on and on. Here is a goat head thorn. Now this is what I have to do out here. See, these things will pop the tires on your bicycle. So I bought some slime at the Walmart. I'm going to fill my tires with that. There's some more of them there. They kind of blend in with the rock, so it's hard to see them. So I always put slime in the tires every time I come out to the desert. I am about 2 weeks early this year, and the reason for that is I checked the weather and I knew as soon as the storm came through, starting at the end of today, and then everything's perfect. The weather is going to be perfect. Like a high of 80, and well, maybe 75 to 80. A little bit of a wind blowing like it usually does in Quartzsite. Look at those puffy clouds. It's pretty vacant out here. I got all the room I want to spread out. Now, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time in Quartzsite this winter. I'll come and go. I am going to spend my time mostly in somewhere between Havasu and Yuma. I mean, Quartzsite is great all the way up until January. Then it's a little too hectic for me. And so then I like to vacate and go other places where it's just not so crowded. Parker is great because it has a it has a Safeway, and it has a Walmart. It has everything you need. And it's only like 35 miles north of Quartzsite. Havasu's great, except the free camping there can get a little sketchy if you go up to Craggy Wash. It's kind of known for like drugs and dope and stuff. Check the hood here. I just got an oil change like a week ago. It will need a differential oil change and transmission fluid change in about 5,000 miles. I'll get that done in Yuma. This is where I have the DC to DC charger coming in. See, it just connects to your starter battery. See that fuse I've added to the positive? That is 58 volts, but I usually charge it about 36 volts. Because each particular power station is going to have different voltages that it likes to charge at. And for the power stations that I have, 36 just works the best. Air filter's clean. And so all I have to do is transmission fluid change and differential fluid change. And that'll be a few months away. This tire, I had a flat tire on my trip back from Georgia. I woke up one morning, I was camping in Prescott, and the tire was low. So I took it down to the Discount Tire in Prescott Valley. They had me in and out of there in an hour, didn't charge me a dime, because I bought the tires from Discount Tire in Georgia about 6 months or a year ago. Look at all that tread. These tires are still in great shape. And these things here, this is the hubcap. These little plastic lugs that hold the hubcap on, I don't care what tire shop you take your car to, they never put these on right. I always end up having to do this. They either strip them out or they put them on too loose. You're supposed to put them on by hand. So again, this has been going on for 6 years. I always have to put these hub lugs on myself. They just can't seem to do that for some reason. But they did patch my tire for free. They did a great job. Probably the best Discount Tire experience I've ever had. I like them, you know, they're nationwide. Some of their stores are really terrible and others are really good. But Discount Tire, they're everywhere. Oh, I'm still looking for a high top van, by the way. But in the meantime, I'm keeping the Matty Wagon up to scheduled maintenance. So whoever ends up getting it is going to get a turnkey van. So while I'm out here in the low desert for the winter, I'm still going to be looking. Kind of focusing on the Ford Transit high roof. The Ram ProMaster, not a bad van, but it's not my first choice. I would get one if I got a really good deal on one. But other than that, it's the super high roof Ford Transit's the one I'm thinking about. And I'm hesitant, you know, I've been looking for a year and the right deal just hasn't come up yet. Because you can see why I'm hesitant. I mean, the van I have is great. It's going to run for years and years and years. I'm free to go anywhere I want. It's been paid for 6 years. I got 110,000 miles on it now. This is how I do my screen. I just stick some magnets on top of it. And I've been rolling with this screen for 6 or 7 years. It's getting all faded out. One thing I need to do while I'm out here is I need to get some of that Meguiar's protectant and put it on the tires and the bumpers and all the rubber trim. Here's the screen in the back. It's just a piece of screen I bought at Walmart. Oh, I need to fix that. The wind is really blowing. So sometimes it tends to blow the screens in a little bit. I'll deal with that later. But it's just a roll back here. A roll of screen you get at Walmart. And I got one other magnet right here. But there's a few flies out because it's still early in the season. I would not have come this early, but when I checked the weather, I knew that it's all good to go from here on out. This is the place to be from this time all the way up till about April. It'll be fine. So here I am in good old Quartzsite. I'll be here for a couple of days and I'll bounce around from place to place. Not too far, not much driving throughout the winter. I'll just bounce around, 10 miles here, 10 miles there, that kind of thing. All right, my friends, let's wrap this one up from Quartzsite. Thanks for watching. Take care, be well, and smash the bell.